What is up, guys? This is Jeremy Rutherford. Like I said, that I might have not been able to. I'm just gonna turn that down a little bit. Hold on, guys. New Year's thing. Moment 43. There's at least 7 minutes. So that'll be 7. That'll be 9. 15 minutes.
You come spend time with us before you gotta go to bed. And you too!
I know.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna go come out.
Huh?
Huh?
When?
Huh?
Why the fuck you doing that?
Because I'm trying to look at the trophies.
Why?
Because.
Why?
You're not missing anything important.
Got at least an hour.
What are you watching?
Then you'll miss it. What time is it? Come on.
11:44.
See? You only got 15 minutes.
We watching?
What? He's looking at trophies.
What's it called?
It's called The Dependables. It's an army movie.
Dependables. They need to.
The Defendables?
No, Dependables.
Oh, the guys that go to war with those depend diapers on.
I don't know. I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, the Dependables. The ones that wear the diapers. Depends. Yeah.
Who is he? Hey, you want to know how this ends?
It really doesn't matter how you tell me. I'm gonna just find out by myself.
You're gonna find out with yourself.
Huh?
15 minutes.
That's not the appropriate dialect, but okay.
11:45. I know. I counted. I know how to count time.
You know how to count time?
Yes. And I also know how to count quarters and change. And money.
Do you?
Yes.
You figured that shit out?
Like, I can't do it mathematically when I don't have change, but I can do it like
Four
that.
retired ex-military
have-
personnel, another retiree attempt an unthinkable, and dust off their old uniforms for one last explosive mission to rescue their grandchildren.
I know. I've read the back.
Ow! Oh, you know one thing that pisses me off? You go to give someone a handshake, and they grab your hand, they squeeze your pinky behind your other fingers, and don't loosen up. They just go.
Oh, this is a 2014 release straight to DVD movie. Takes a minute to move that leg, sorry. Where is...
I saw that.
exit out of it real quick as soon as I walk in the room.
You're an idiot. I'm coming to the...
How do I know that was the one?
What do you
I
mean?
saw that.
Oh my god.
I get them all.
Oh, here's all the songs that play in the movie. Oh, you want me to read the ending to you?
No,
Why not?
because I'd like to figure out one myself.
It says here they save their grandchildren. Old Gus here dies. It's not too often. Alright.
So it's like 13 minutes away from actually being... like New Year's Eve in Colorado. And it's 12 minutes, and I'm going to spend the time with you guys on live. Ugh.
Where you going? Where you going? Go out there. Come on. Come on, hot son.
I gotta charge my phone before I can go out there. Thank you. Didn't you hear the first time it went ding dong? Battery low. And where the hell is my charger at? Sorry. Hey, no more. You ain't using my phone again. Oh, wait. No, I want it on this. Go to the fast charge. Hey.
How about that?
Jeez.
Hold on, guys. Her sister has some strong faith and stuff. Whatever it might be.
Hold on, guys, just like I said.
Actually ready for his life right now. The one that's not catching.
Buried alive.
I'm dying anyways because if I can put my hand is going to lose blood. So.
Games through the bird. You see what he did to the bird? Little kid snaps me. This little kid grabbed the bird.
Yeah, he grabbed the bird, got back to the neck, just threw him down like
This little like toddler. He just feed the bird. Whoever was with him. He hit the food and told the food like this. You see him move the bird by the back of the head like this. The actual bird. Is this the burrito song? That axe. It's like when I have a costume on, look like this. Like, it's like my hands doing something. Is that with your hands? Right. So you have to focus right here. You have to feel your muscles. You have to shake your hand without shaking your hand. Which means you're going to vibrate your muscles. Here. Yeah, here. Hold my hand. Is this yours? See what I'm doing? I'm actually vibrating my muscles here. Doing like this. But you have to do it not to see what's going on. You'll hurt yourself. So you have to vibrate them left and right. So, see, watch this muscle get tense up first. See there? So watch the muscles. Yeah. So, the little kid like does a little hand thing to me. I'll just like look right at him like this, like.
You look like you're turning them into a basketball.
That's it. When the stars start out of the sky, look straight up and be like. Pull it. Take your focus on holding it here. Like any more. Pull right there.
Why? New Year. Get back to this. I do treat everyone on the same basis. If they're a piece of shit, I treat them like a piece of shit. If they have decency, I treat them like decency. If they're a criminal, I treat them like a criminal.
That's not how it's supposed to work, though.
How's it supposed to work then? Who set the rules?
It's supposed to be you treat people the way you want to be treated. That's just a general rule of thumb. It is what it is that. Boil it down to its base essence is you are your actions.
I realize that, but all I'm saying is that
You treat someone like shit because they're
a criminal, if they're a criminal, I'll treat them like shit and dirt. I won't murder them or treat them.
If that makes you kid, what? Because it's another human being. It doesn't matter what they've done.
Okay,
It's what you're doing to them.
Okay, then what? Go tell that to the court system, and go tell that to try to
It's
get
got
that.
nothing to do with you.
I know it doesn't have nothing to do with me, but if you're people trying to get that rule system out, general-wise, go still that to like the court system so they can stop doing death row. Death row should not even exist. You should treat the criminal with a proper amount of time in the prison, and if the criminal murdered at least 3 people, then that person should be in there for like a huge life sentence. That doesn't deserve. The criminal, the only right the criminal has is the right to not be dead, because they're still human. You're still murderers.
They still have other rights.
Right not to bear arms because they broke that, and they gave that up whenever they murdered someone. Whatever crime they did. Now, if it's an unjust,
Prohibited from bearing arms, yes, but they still have all of their human rights. All of their basic needs are to be met and not taken from them.
I know, basic needs, but what I'm not saying is they shouldn't get rights like a brand new like game system or something like that. They
They don't. I've never had.
That's what I've been hearing from people, that you can just go to prison and you get like free TV and stuff. You get a lot of free food too. And
Yeah, you get free food because you have to eat and you can't work. You can't pay for it.
I know, but it's like elegant food, like luxurious.
Some places. Besides, you want to just feed people fucking blackened potatoes and shit?
If that's what they
Stuff
deserve.
fast food down their face? No.
If that's what they deserve.
No.
They,
Yeah. Human rights.
but it's still food and water, so.
No.
I think that
There is a base level that has to be achieved in prisons. Otherwise, you're basically just tortured.
Oh, what is that, Jar? And now, you can't even bite me because I've got your lower jaw. Ready? And this is where the jaw comes off. I'm just messing with you. This is where we break the arm. Ready? Gotta get here. Oh, yeah. Got it right there. And next, right here. Oh, hold it still. Right. Now look up. Look up and let go. That's beat up, huh? Bad manners. Thanks, bud. It's thirsty.
Okay, as I was trying to tell you before, you can't just make it your policy to treat bad people like shit. Because that reflects more on you than it does on them.
Where would your mom and Jeremy be if that was a good idea? Where would you be if I did that?
I'm not saying just to.
It doesn't mean you have to go out of your way to be nice to them. It's called being civil.
know, but they took that civil away when they committed an act that was not.
Kind of. Still humans.
I know. I realize that, but
The only
don't
thing I agree with
that,
is murder. But I don't believe people who are rightfully convicted of murder should still have their rights. But unfortunately for your dad, my way is not law. The other criminals don't. They made mistakes. Murdering is a mistake, but it takes a little more commitment.
I know. All I'm saying is I don't think the people who murdered like 3 people and like a psychopath and don't even have feelings, and I don't think they should get like rights because
Technically.
I know.
Okay. You told me that they should serve life sentences, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That's
so,
not enough though.
So you want to torture them?
I don't want to torture them, but I don't want to. Torturing them would just like be hitting them and like getting them day in and day out. No, I'm saying that just like give them low-life food, like maybe a hamburger once and then there, but not like luxurious food like McDonald's or something like that. No.
Okay, that's not luxurious for one. Two,
McDonald's is
I
luxury?
tried to explain this to you. Most places you don't have that kind of food.
What? McDonald's type?
He's trying to tell me that prisons give you luxurious food.
Oh, no. It's not luxury.
Unless you're in Sweden or something.
It's like school lunches, kind of.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is I
You
don't
get
think.
whatever stuff they feed you, as long as it's nutritional and doesn't taste like ass,
14%
is what food you get.
All I'm saying is I don't think that they should have death row, because death row, you're just giving a criminal an easy way out. Because if there is such thing as hell and heaven, then they would just be serving a double life sentence, and that would just give them more punishment on what they did. Because if they serve a life sentence and they just don't see the light of day, then they serve their human life sentence, and then they get served hell for all eternity.
Then why do you even need to bother with the human sentence?
Because I don't think that there should be a death row. I don't think.
Okay, but your logic doesn't follow.
Yeah.
You're saying that if they don't see the light of day, they should then go serve the rest of their eternity in hell. But why would it matter?
No, what
if
I
they
mean-
serve their life sentence then if they're going to hell.
What I mean is they shouldn't give death row, because they should at least just give them their life sentence, and then they can go and serve in hell.
Give their life sentence. That's what
Okay.
they're doing.
I
That's what
know,
a life sentence is.
but I'm just saying
They're
that.
sentenced to the
a
rest
lot
of
of-
their life in prison.
I know,
That's what a life sentence is.
but all I'm
Okay.
saying is the people
What
that
I'm
do
trying
get
to
death row.
explain to you is that eternity is a fuck longer than life.
It's life is a blink of an eye compared to eternity.
It's literally comparison is just a little tiny blip.
You want to know the easiest way to know if something sounds right or wrong? Ask yourself if it's something a Sith would do.
But, yeah.
I'm not even joking.
But I just don't think that
Now,
they should get a lot of that stuff that they have in prison.
I don't entirely
Because there's a
disagree
lot
with
of
you,
people,
but
criminals, that don't
lot of
have
people
shit.
follow.
They don't even have a bed to sleep in. They don't even get nothing to eat unless they go to a homeless shelter to get something to eat.
Right.
They're living on the street. They can't watch TV. They don't have weights to work out. They don't have a basketball court to play on. They don't have anything. So they'll commit a crime to go to prison and go, I got it better now. But they have to deal with the shit they got to put up with from others there, yes.
Right.
But I don't think, and they get internet access.
Yeah.
We almost don't even have internet access.
Yeah, I know.
It's like,
Well,
why the fuck should they get internet
as corny as that
access?
sounded, the point of that
And when
was
they say,
absolutes.
when prisoners have rights, no. That's why they're in there.
Mm-hmm. They have the right to be in there.
They have the right to remain fucking silent. That's fucking it.
Well, I understand that people are humans, but I just
Yeah.
don't understand why we just
That's
allow
what I
them
don't
to get.
understand.
Why we take them, like, why we give them such easy sentences
Well-
sometimes.
Because we're humane.
It's called being in a civilized society. we were not in a civilized society, we wouldn't be in a civilized society. I'm not using that word over and over to sound redundant. That means repetitive and stuff.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't have like what you're doing right now, streaming on.
This
Doing
right
videos,
here
doing
in the
that, doing
U.S. is considered like we're not a third world country. This is almost a basic human right to us, is having internet access. There's actually companies out there that are trying to help homeless people get phones and stuff because they feel like it's a basic human right. That's what I'm saying.
That doesn't make sense.
That's because it's civilized society. In uncivilized society, you worry about different things. People in Kenya and stuff, they're just
Cambodia and shit. Yeah.
quite literally, they're wondering where they're going to get their. They're not wondering if they're getting a Mountain Dew. They're just hoping their next water doesn't taste like dog shit.
Yeah. Or hope I get a fucking piece of rice for dinner tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I had nothing to eat all day today. Hopefully I can get a piece of rice tomorrow.
They're just hoping that they'll be able to go in and get that rice cake. If they're lucky, they'll find the people handing out rations and they'll get 3 rice cakes. Have you ever had one of those? That's it. That's what they get for like the next few days.
That's Thanksgiving dinner too.
Yeah, it's like so. Well, it's called perspective.
Well, I just was talking with Verlene today because she was wanting to talk to me about this drama going on, and like I just trying to change the subject, so I did, and I was all like, I'm just taking all this anger out from all this situation and taking it out on criminals. And she's like, you going out there and just killing criminals? I'm like, no, like I'm mad at criminals and just venting about criminals. And she was all,
that's called a coping mechanism.
and she said I was like saying that I do believe that there are aliens out there, but I just don't believe that we're ready for it. Because she's like, why do you say that? I was like, because it's like in Star Trek, where once like they're not just going to give us aliens that have better equipment and better technology. They're just not going to allow us and introduce it to man when man is still Creed and like doesn't have peace with itself.
When man is unable to what? Well, for one, stop starting war with themselves.
Yeah.
Anyway. No, technically it'll go one of 2 ways.
It's called the Prime Directive, yeah.
There's obviously... Now, I say this as a way to give perspective. When I say there's one of 2 ways, it's to help you focus on something and think about those 2 things. There's obviously infinite number of possibilities for things that can happen day to day. But for mankind, we are either over-prepared for the aliens that are coming, and most of the stuff that could be used in the preparedness and all that stuff, like in our preparedness, we don't know about. We have it, but not me and you. The government has it. They could have contingencies for things way far on the horizon that we have no clue about. They could already be in contact with aliens. But you've seen how the average person reacts to the most in just card tricks.
Or just
you make their donut disappear.
How the fuck you do that? Wow. They're so freaked out about that. What if they saw an alien appear in front of them? Oh my fucking god!
Well,
widespread panic
totally
is very
freak
common.
out.
I don't know.
That's why
I think
the
this.
government
I
hid
think
it, the Area 51, because
I don't know. I think
the
that
human race is not ready.
Like a very common thing that happens with me is people. I have done 2 demonstrations with a sword, and not just a lightsaber. And people think it's so bizarre that I don't comprehend it like they do. I go, I'm just holding something that I can create art with. I don't think of it as a lethal weapon. And in their mind, they just see danger. When someone comes up to me and they let me know that they're scared of swords, it lets me know how primitive you are.
That's like, God, what martial arts form is that? It's where they do all kinds of fancy moves and, weird stuff while they're practicing. It's an art, martial art.
Yeah.
It's an art form. It's not a battle technique.
So,
That's
martial
why
arts.
It's called arts.
it's a way of defense.
Well, martial arts.
You can defend yourself with it, but it was
Yeah.
designed for an
Half
art
of what-
form first.
What Uncle Herman is saying is what he's talking about. Is it's designed to help you learn technique. So,
it doesn't mean you have to do it exactly in this order every time.
No.
It means if you see a dude coming in, this block is actually a block you can do, but you'll do it in the right direction, so you'll be like this, or like this, or like this. You won't always be in the same spot.
So that's why a lot of people just go and do show and tell because
Well,
it's
memorizing.
a great
Well, like when you see me do a demonstration, memorizing those things, it's not how I fight. They're just things I know. All that does is teaches you technique, and the technique is how you apply it. It's like you have a math problem. You're not going to do the same math problem each time when they give you a math problem to solve. You're like, oh, this isn't 2 times 2. This isn't fair.
I know 2 times 2. Fuck. Which one's this one?
Right.
And
I
gotta learn
honestly,
technique.
like, I'm glad that I'm a human. I wish that, I don't know, for some reason, I would just be like a god or something like that, so I can just, like, sit, I don't know, an angel or, like, I don't know, an immortals thing, so I can just sit back and watch.
It's
Like,
not as fun as you think.
I know. I don't know.
You're-
I mean,
learn how to be human first.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Learn that part.
I'm glad that I'm human
Then
because
you
I
wouldn't
don't.
be thinking
I don't
the
know.
way you are.
I'm glad I'm human because I don't. I don't know what's gonna happen next, and it's like a thrill to me. But and on the same time, I just don't want to see the thrill because it can be bad or good.
Oh yeah, I got hungry.
The world can be what you want. It's all in the eyes of the beholder.
Not in a negative way, but look
If you want
how
it to be good, then make it good.
you've already witnessed. So you've witnessed several different people, right?
Mhm.
I care about things, but I only care about things in a manner to, like, not exactly collect everything. Like I tried to explain collecting things to you, right?
Mhm. On how
You
to
don't
collect it.
collecting everything is just hoarding.
I realize that.
Not in a mean way, it's just hoarding.
Collecting certain things is a hobby.
And you can tell when people are actually collecting because they're meticulous about where the things go,
Why am I
how clean they are, what shape they're in, all of
How
this
they
stuff.
label it. Yeah.
It's like how I have my binders in different colors, and I have different things in them. And then I even have those binders for my EVs, where they're in that safe binder from the side, but each individual card is also in a sleeve, in the protective sleeve.
Mhm.
It's so if I have to take it out for any reason, it doesn't have to be touched.
And I realize that, like Daniel, there's no such thing as going to be a person that has one of every single thing that's ever been created.
Well, that you would have to be immortal for starters, or very rich.
Yeah.
And there's not one of everything that's ever been created. That is a very wide term.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is, if I go home and draw a picture, that is something created.
It's created.
Now that you yourself don't know about and have not collected.
Oh, so that's what you mean, because you would have to go and, because there's thousands of people.
You said you want to collect everything. I said it's a slight impossibility.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to collect a lot of genres, because I want to collect all
Think
the...
about all the people on there.
What I was talking
every
about.
5 minutes, everything that's created every 5 minutes.
Even if you want to collect the same thing
Never,
as someone
never.
else. So say somebody passes away and they hand you their collection, like Michael's dad did. He liked to collect coins, and so did his dad. His dad passed away, and he got his dad's coins,
I
and
used
so
to
he
like
will
to.
continue collecting coins.
I used to.
I might just give, whenever I die, I might just sell the Pokemon cards.
The most important thing you can do if you are a collector, if you want the collection to stay, the next person that gets it has to have the same ideals as you, which is the hardest part.
You gotta find that person.
So currently, if I die, the only person who's getting my cards is probably Michael, because he's the only one I know who will keep them and not just pawn them off at this first sign of trouble.
Or pack him away and do nothing with it.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
it's nothing mean.
That's,
I know.
honestly,
That's who you want to continue the legacy. The whole point is to do it.
honestly, that's what Uncle... And I do have some habit of doing, just like throwing it and just like putting it and collect dust. But like,
Well,
I
you
mean,
don't have to feel
a lot
bad
of people...
about the things that you have imperfect now. That's what I said in the kitchen.
I have a bloody
You
nose.
talked about
Wow, you're really decent.
oops.
Except for that.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
I gotta go see what nobody's doing.
You came in and you said something, and I said, well, what about running? And you're like, what? I was like, when's the last time you ran? I said, I thought you wanted to lose weight. And then you said you hope that when you get older, you're not addicted to alcohol. And I said, well, you can practice on other things. Like restraining yourself from eating another piece of cheese. Seeing how hard that is for you. Try working on that. Make it to where you actually are making the choice to get the cheese and it's not your craving. That's all it is.
Honestly, I think that the reason why I just eat so much is because I'm bored.
No, that's a true thing. You just got to catch yourself and drink water. I do it a lot. Just got to catch yourself, drink water. Catch yourself, drink water. Trust me, it'll help a lot. That's the first thing that started helping me, so. But yeah, no. And the thing, I wasn't trying to be super corny or sound ridiculous when I said just think about what a Sith would do. It's a quite little meaning because you understand Star Wars and the stuff that's in it.
Yeah.
It gives you an example and a quick correlation. It's something, correlation is something you can connect to.
Oh, you break his nose?
Yeah.
I was gonna do that.
He looked at me funny and I just snapped my fingers and... Thinking about actually dropping a really nice pop right there on the nose, see what happens. You know, I wonder if they'll recognize JR when he goes back to school next week. You should be able to do that in 2 punches. It'd be like corrective surgery. Yeah, come on.
No.
Look how tense those knuckles are. They're turning red. Look at that. Well, anyway, the point of that is the best thing you can do is to realize what absolutes you're dealing with. An absolute is one way or another. It's like Jeremy. It's like I keep saying, just do your best to think about what he did wrong. Don't use it to mock him. Don't use it to berate him, belittle him. Use it to better yourself. Yeah, tilt your head back. Just waiting for you.
It's like bleeding on both sides.
Yeah, no, you gotta tilt your head back. Don't run into stuff. Tilt your head back, watch where you're going. Well, go sit in the chair, tilt your head back, or...
It was bleeding on both sides.
Yeah, tilt your head back.
What you do, man?
I think he got his period. Right in your chair. I'm just kidding.
Now what? Get on my chair, okay, you're good.
You gotta say it just because it's something you can connect to. Because all the bad guys
I actually got a bloody nose on New Year's Eve. Or New Year's Day. Oh guys, it's New Year's Day. In Colorado here. I actually don't know what's actually causing this time. I was just sitting here talking with my cousins and then boom. It started bleeding on the right side and then all of a sudden now it started bleeding on both sides. I'm like, what the? Like, just like a ghost just come and hit me? Ugh. Ugh. But I don't think I'll be doing any matches today. Random Enemy's Dreams. God, my head hurts. Random Enemy's Dreams. You guys enjoy Pixars. I'm Jeremy Redford. I'll see you guys later. Subscribe to the channel and also, guys. My nose is bleeding on both sides. Subscribe to the channel if you guys want to get walkthroughs for full games like demos, full games as PS4 games, Xbox One games, Nintendo games. I'm just gonna see you guys later. Bye. And Happy New Year's.